Happy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you, all you vets out there who watch my channel. Thank you for your service and for the time you spent defending our country and defending our people. I really appreciate it. My family appreciates it. And we're grateful for your service. Today we're going to take a look at three really. We have 4 tanks that are going away, and I'm going to take you for a ride on 3 of them. I feel like, so we're losing the Ram too. And once again, sorry about that, had a little commotion going on in the background. We have 4 tanks that are getting removed from the game. Actually, 3 tanks and an artillery. Actually, 2 tanks, a tank destroyer, and an artillery. The interesting thing is that except for the tank destroyer, none of them have preferential matchmaking. But they say the reason that they're getting removed is because 1, they're not selling well, or 2, they have performance issues. I'm going to agree with that. The Ram 2 is a great tank. You'll see in the battle footage, it's fun. But it's a little bit slow. Compared to the new guns that are out and some of the new tanks, it's pretty easy to penetrate, though it does bounce shots here and there. It's not terrible. The gun's a little weak, and that's something that most of our Tier 5 premiums suffer from. They suffer from crappy, weak guns. It's not a horrible gun. It's got 105 penetration, but it's not a great gun either. Now, it does fire every 2 seconds, so you can do some damage, but it is kind of an underperforming tank. It's a decent trainer at Tier 5. Your other choice is the Super Pershing. I think if you're new to the game, the Super Pershing is probably a worse choice, as it has a very steep learning curve. This tank's a little bit easier to operate, but it's not a great tank. It's a good tank, but it's not a great tank. Second tank to go is our Panzer IVS. This is a softie, definitely a sniper-style tank. It has good armor up front, but not so much on the body or the sides. It's kind of a soft tank. You kind of play this tank like a sniper. The gun is very good at long-distance shooting, and you're going to get some nice sniper shots. You're probably going to do a lot of damage in this tank. So usually I think I average between 800 and 1,500 damage when I run this thing. It only does little 130, 140 damage bites, but it does do it fast. It's a 3... I think on my tank it's a 3.8 second reload, so maybe 3.9, somewhere around there, which is pretty fast. But the biggest problems with this tank, it gets crappy MM. I really feel like the MM is wrong on this tank. And maybe not. Maybe all Tier 6 mediums are like that, but most of them can perform to the point like the T-3045, the Type 58, the VK3001D. They all perform to a point where you don't really notice that you're getting crappy matchmaking. You can actually either do some scouting or do some, good flanking. This tank is too slow to flank. And it's, it gets horrible matchmaking. It's like at the bottom almost all the time in the matchmaking. So whatever. If the other tanks seem to work better, this one just doesn't seem to have it. And I think that's one of the reasons why they're removing it. Also does not get preferential matchmaking. Neither this or the Ram get preferential matchmaking. So you're going to see Tier 8 with this tank. You're going to see Tier 7 with the Ram. I like this tank. I actually play this tank a lot. I almost never win. I think I'm at like a 47 to 46% win rate, somewhere around there. So it's not a good tank for me as far as winning goes, but it makes decent credits. I usually make between 30 and 50,000 credits with it. It's an okay tank. Now that I've got the Cromwell B and the Rudy, I would much rather play those. They're much more able to face tanks on their tier. So anyway, this is the second tank that's going away. I've only got maybe 10 or 15 games in this tank. Our artillery piece, I don't really... It's not overpowered for sure. It's just kind of... If you want a crew trainer for British artillery, here it is. Get it before it's gone. Otherwise, forget it. It's not anything special. The LEFH, I actually do well with this one. I don't think I have a positive win rate with it, but I usually have 6, The last battle that I ran with it was last weekend. I was playing with one of our viewers, Skyros, and... I think we each got 3 or 4 kills when we platoon these up. This is a great artillery piece. This one, So, if you want a trainer, here it is. It's cheap. It's going to be gone soon. I don't know if I'd be jumping head over heels to grab it. We're not even going to play it. I'm not good enough with it to show you what it works like, and to me, it's not worth it, but whatever. It's gone, so if you're a collector, get it. Last, but definitely not least, is the SU-85I. It does have preferential matchmaking. I think the reason why they're getting rid of it is because it doesn't sell well. Why doesn't it sell well? Because every premium tank in the game that's at tier 5 costs $8. This tank costs $15 or $14. Why on God's green earth does this tank cost almost double the cost of the other tanks? Now, once again, in the big scheme of things, $12 gets you dinner at McDonald's. So, I mean, it's really not that much money for a lot of fun, but it is more expensive than the other premium tanks. So nobody bought it. And besides the fact that we already have like 18 Russian premium tank destroyers, do we really need another one? But all that said, this is my favorite of the group. Once again, it does get pref matchmaking. It's got a pretty good gun with 119 pen. It's the second highest penetration gun, with the Chinukai being one ahead of it. I think Chinukai's got 125, I believe. So it's the second highest of all of the premium tier 5 tanks. That's pretty cool. This is a cool tank. This one's definitely worth having, and it's going to be gone, so I would grab it, to be honest with you. There aren't that many of them on the battlefield. It's kind of a rare tank. I think it's worthwhile. If you like Russian tank destroyers, it does fit that mold. So anyway, and except for a little bit different in one area. All of the premium tanks that are Russian, that are tank destroyers, have big guns. This one has a little poo-poo gun, so I don't know. You got to get used to that. But anyway, let's go ahead and run these guys. We're going to start with the Ram 2, and then we'll go from there. Here is where we're going to see the weakness of this tank. Once again, there's no pref matchmaking. This matchmaking is horrifyingly bad for the Ram 2. In fact, I probably am not going to be able to do much, but I'm going to take my time. We'll see what happens, but I'm not holding my breath. This is probably not going to be a great battle to watch, but it is the truth. So the Ram 2 is equipped with a 6-pounder gun, just like all the other British tanks. However, they've taken away 5 average penetration. So instead of being 110, like the Churchill 3, the Electo, the Matildas, Matilda BP, this tank has 105. Not a huge difference, but it will bounce a lot of shots. Like I said before, the armor's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. I guess we're going to have everybody sit at base, and nobody's going to go up the hill. And I'm certainly not going up the hill as a bottom-tier tank. Be interesting to see what they do. So far, it's 67-67. KV2 I can do damage to. IS2 if I'm lucky. What? Stupid KV2. Like, what? Dude, why would you do that? Sometimes these players amaze me. I have not been spotted yet. But we're getting a lot of action over here, so.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged.
And I need to back down because I am spotted. Pair of T-37s up on the hill. I'm also kind of vulnerable from the side, so I'm going to try to get my butt down where I'm a little bit safer. See if I can hit these guys. No dice on the auto aim. Got a KV-1 down here in the bush. That dude I can hit.
Penetration.
You can see here the wicked high damage roll.
That one bounced.
Yeah, surprise.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
But you can see I'm getting through his front pretty good here.
We didn't even scratch them.
No, you didn't. You think? KV-2 rolling the opposite side of the ridge here.
We didn't even scratch them.
No, you doinked him, but it's not surprising.
We didn't even scratch them.
Ooh, don't want that guy shooting at me. He'll tear me up. So we got a Cromwell and a PZ-4H, T-37. You know, honestly, for our tiering, I'm actually doing okay. trying to hit tracks, but that's just not going to happen. We need artillery to get a hit on that dude.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
And this is where you probably should carry gold, but I guess if we can keep the guy feeling busy. I think the base is safe, guys. You probably could come out of there now. I am very afraid of the KV-2. He can one-shot me pretty easily if he penetrates. I'll let those T-67s... See, the T-37's out there somewhere, so... Whoops. Spotted. Yep. Woo! Oh, heck no. You can see here, here's one of the problems with this tank is the extreme mobility. Try to get down here and hide a little bit for a couple minutes till the heat's off. Sounds like my phone is ringing. Which I don't want it to be because I don't want to talk to anybody right now. Obviously, I'm in a review here. There's the M44. Back at you, buddy.
The armor is damaged.
You're mine.
Got him.
Oh, boy. Yep. So just lay low. Here comes my phone. Bring me my phone, Seth. The AT-8 shooting at me. And I'm going to try to stay low here. I need to wait till I'm disappearing because that KV-2 is out there. Nobody wants to approach him. Thankfully, there's no more artillery. Don't know if I'm still visible or not, but... Oh. All right, there's our IS-2. I don't know if I can that IS-2. If I hop out, that AT-8 will probably kill me. Oh. Well, I asked for it. But, you know what? Considering the odds, I did pretty dang well. So, looking at the RAM results, with premium, it was a $20,000 battle for a loss. It's not horrible. Our artillery was the top scorer on the team. Didn't bounce any shots much. Did okay damage. Yeah, whatever. It was not a good game. So, but I did okay. And considering I did get 2 kills, I got to kill their artillery. Hurrah! It was worth it. And I killed one of their tier 5 tanks. So, yee-haw! Interesting map for this tank. We're gonna go to the left and snipe. Not horrible matchmaking. It's been worse. Such a disappointing battle, last battle. I'll show you the results when we get done with this one if I remember. You know how I am. I forget many times. Got a lot of arty on the other side. This is not good. It's going to be a tough battle. So you can see here, I talked about the mobility. It is, with a good crew, a less than 4-second reload on the gun. It's nice. This is a decent gun. It's a very sniper-esque type of gun. Actually, if I can get that guy in visual range, get some nice shots on that T-50. T-150. There's the Chaffee. There's the T-150. So, why don't you sit out there in the open, buddy?
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Critical hit.
Man, I wish those guys would light him up again. It was nice to have that guy focused. I don't think I'm spotted. I'm pretty sure this crew has Sixth Sense. I don't remember, though. I wish they did. Let's see what happens. There's the Chafee.
Enemy is hit.
T-150 did make his way across. Chaffee's off. And then this guy is coming up here. He's going to have me lit up. So I'm going to move back. Ugh. Tank destroyers are dropping like flies. What, Seth? Okay. Okay, well, I can't do it right this second, but I'll be down in a minute. Just tell them to bring them, tell them to come up. Yeah.
Ready to fire. Penetration. One of our tracks is damaged. We're immobilized. Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, nice OP Chaffee.
Penetration.
Like, how could a scout do this much damage to a medium this quickly?
They're knocked out.
And I'm racked. I think we've lost this one. And here's what happens with this tank. This is not an uncommon thing to happen. We got a team of chuckleheads. You know, I'm doing the best I can to make a difference, but, you know, and sadly, I'm the only tank that stayed on base. And we have, let's see, oh my gosh. If I have to run against another Chaffee, it's over. I don't have the fire rate anymore. Look at these guys sitting out in the field. Do something.
Enemy armor is hit.
Seriously. Like, 3 of you sit out in the field till we get overrun. This is... Come on, lock on.
Ready to fire.
And he's going to kill me. There it goes.
Penetration. We're done for. Everyone
Yep.
down.
Slow tank. Slow enough that a heavy that has a turret traverse of like 5 still can keep up with me while I'm moving. Good job, guys. So those 3 tanks sat in the field and did nothing until it was way too late. It's like, what are you doing? We still have a chance to win. I don't know. It's not good, but there's a slight chance that we could pull this off. I don't know. It seems like another loss. So I have my serious doubts that these guys are going to be able to pull this off. Oh my gosh. M12 just took a full health hit to that VK. That VK got knocked out. He had full health and he's gone. Unbelievable. Oh well.
Let's roll.
It's Saturday and it's a holiday weekend. What do you expect? People are going to play like morons. These guys sat out in that field way too long and didn't respond. They should be back at our base right now, and now they're all dead. So anyway, whatever. Hindsight's 20/20, and it's always easy to be an armchair quarterback, but this is exactly what happens in this tank every time. I swear to God, it's a cursed tank. For me, some people have better records with it, but for whatever reason, the Panzer 4S, I can never get a win. Did a little something on that one. Almost 30,000 income, not bad. Second highest score on the team, did 1,000 damage. You can see the gun works great on this tank. Once again, it is a sniper position tank, though. When it's confronted directly, and as you saw with the Chaffee just ripped it to shreds. Couldn't do a whole lot about it. He took away 2/3 of my health before I was able to dispatch him, and that didn't leave me anything for the T-150. So in a face-to-face battle, this tank just does not, survive. And to be honest, if you want a winner, you need tanks that can get in people's faces, and the 4S is not one of them. So I totally understand why they're getting rid of it. I like the tank, though. Like I said, once again, as you saw there, I've got the playstyle down. I did well, and I did a lot of damage, but it's just sometimes you can't, control the whole team. So, whatever. Oh, this is a terrible map for this tank, but okay. So, SU-85I, once again, Tier 6 battle. I have not gotten any top-tier matches today. That's okay. You get to see how the tank really performs. This is the worst matchmaking that this tank... Matchmaking? This is the worst matchmaking that you are going to see. Because it only sees Tier 6 tops. So that's one of the nice things about the SU-85I. I don't know, after playing the Ram 2 and remembering that it doesn't do so good on Tier 7 and 8, or Tier 6 and 7, maybe this is the better of the three. You can see here the mobility is not stellar. I'm slightly a hair, maybe an eyelash faster than the SU-100Y. Just not much of a difference there between the two of them. T-67 getting ripped to shreds by all these little tanks going up the hill. And hold on a second. Yes, Evelyn. Shh, hang on, I'm doing recording, honey. I can't really go outside because of my allergies. It's just not. It's not working today.
Set it up real quick, and then you can go back in and play on it.
Possibly.
Daddy.
Let's see if we can get any hits on these guys. SU-100Y. Probably doesn't realize that he's exposed, but I can't. He's not in a position where I can get any good hits on him.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
Don't move. Come on, guys.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration.
Well, I'm going to have to move up at some point. Stick out your butts. Oh, come on. Come on, butts out. Oh,
Critical hit.
he turned just at the wrong second for me.
Penetration.
Come on, guys, get those pen shots.
Enemy armor is
There you go. Keep hitting them right there. Crap, they keep disappearing. Push in the circle, guys. Come on. Jeepers, criminy. Let it go to the last minute, you morons. All right. Yeah, I can't do it right now, Evelyn. You're going to have to wait. I understand that. You're going to have to wait. These guys are not pushing. Oh, and I should have been still. See, if I would have been at the ready, that guy would have been mine. Oh, thank you. Thank you, buddy. For some reason, I keep getting all these razors in the mail.
go through.
And I'll take them. I need them.
Bob and John are going to watch a video on your iPad.
Okay, that's good.
How do you unlock it?
Honey, can we talk about this in about 5 minutes here?
Critical hit.
Oh, almost hit the Hetzer. All right, come on, SU-100Y. Show me the money. Didn't get a hit on that one. Covenanter. Cromie B, can't get hits on. He's helping. All right, so it was a good game. Did some damage. I think I did a good part of my part. These guys need to get to cover. I'm going to try to sneak up behind them here. Keep them circled. Oh, T-40's the other one. I didn't realize it was a tank destroyer. I probably will run into the Cromwell B, and it's not going to be a good thing. He's going to do me all kinds of damage, but... Okay, now that I got the Firefly here, that's going to help. There he is. You are mine. You are mine. You are mine. Of course.
But not very well. Enemy armor is
Anyone want to help? Or don't? Where'd that Firefly go?
vehicle is heading.
Moron. What did you seriously went after the guy? Oh, these people today. Thanks. If that guy would have just stayed where he was, we would have had him. Instead, I get killed. So finally a good battle overshadowed by no teamwork whatsoever. I got a mission. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. 35,000. That's so far it's the best earning. Let's see how I did team-wise. Yeah, I did pretty good. So second highest score, 1,400 damage. I did the most damage on the team. So I guess, yeah, if you go by today's, battles, this is probably the least power creeped of the group because it's the newest. But it's a good tank destroyer, and if you're into tank destroyers, this out of all of them, I would get this one before it goes away because first of all, it's got the preferential matchmaking. Secondly, obviously, if you get a good crew, you can do some serious damage and have some fun with this tank. Now, toe to toe, and like I said, that Cromwell's going to rip me up. My hope was that the Firefly would get a clue and work with me to. But the Cromwell's so fast. I guess he did what he was trying to push around behind him. I understand that, but. The Cromwell, of course, is smart, and he just pushed right into me. So, anyway, I shouldn't get mad at the Firefly. It's not his fault. But, yeah, so out of them, once again, I'm not going to run the artillery because I suck at artillery. But out of the three of them, I like this one the best. I think probably the Ram is the most useful. But I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The SU-85, after playing it again, I forgot how much I love the SU-85I. So... it's up to you, but out of all of them, probably this is going to be your best cool tank, fun tank. The Ram is also a good trainer, though. So, all right, guys, have a great afternoon. If you go outside in this huge pollen-encrusted world, make sure to thank a veteran for his service. Have a great day. Bye.